Hello everybody, Edre here, and today I'm going to be doing a new album review. Tonight I'm going to be reviewing the new 21 Savage Metro Boomin album, Savage Mode 2. Bit of background, mainly for 21 Savage, I'm not as familiar with Metro Boomin. The album I'm Greater Than I Was, which came out, I believe, either at the end of 2018 or the beginning of 2019, I can never remember, is one of my favorite albums of that style to come out over the past few years. I think that was really an album in which 21 Savage really did prove to the world that he was much better than I think people previously thought, as well as his songs with Post Malone as well. I was well aware of that. So going into this album, I was expecting a bit more of that style of music that he was going for, with a bit more, with a better delivery as well. And some parts of it did deliver, some parts of it didn't deliver. There are some things that I really did enjoy from this album, and there's also a lot of things that I thought could have been much, much better. You know, it is some of the songs in here do have a really classic sound, like a very throwback sound to older hip-hop, while still maintaining that more modern trap sound. And this goes into a really big thing that I've noticed with the production of this album, which I believe Metro Boomin did. I think the production is a very modern sounding production while still maintaining a very classic sound, and I really like the way I just really was very satisfied with the overall production of this album. And that also goes into the transitions between tracks. All the songs kind of do go together, even the interludes kind of fit. And altogether, the good atmosphere, the good beats, the good instrumentals, and good production all really help boost this album up a bit. However, I will say there is a so-so delivery on some of these tracks where I wish that the delivery was a bit better from 21 Savage, because I feel like that would have brought some of these tracks up quite a bit. But needless to say, the album opens up with Runnin. I mean, it actually opens up with Intro, but the first actual song is Runnin. It's a very classic trap-type song with some really great delivery, which I thought was a really nice little thing to kick off the album with. I always love when an album starts off with a very strong song. And this kind of goes into Glock in My Lap, which is an average delivery, not as great as the last one, but the instrumental, the beat, and everything is overall really good. However, it wouldn't be long until some tracks start to come up on this album that I'm less than crazy about. Mr. Right Now featuring Drake might be my least favorite song on here. It has not that good of a hook, very kind of bad hook. And I just don't think Drake matches this style. And unfortunately, there is a good amount of filler on this album. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, songs like Many Men, My Dog, they just feel to me like filler tracks that were added in. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but they didn't leave much impact on me, and unfortunately, they were a bit forgettable in my opinion. Songs like Rich Shit, I'm not going to really say that, have Young Thug on there, which I thought was a pretty good choice. I think Young Thug always really does a good job. I think that his feature was good. It was not tremendous. It was not groundbreaking. I've heard Young Thug have much better performances, but it was decent enough. And it had some nice strings at the end of the song, which I thought was pretty good. But at the end of the day here, a lot of the songs on here just didn't leave too much of an impact on me. Even though I liked the atmosphere, I liked the vibe they were going for, they didn't leave any profound impact on me. Like the song Said and Done, which closes this album, to me is just a little odd closer, which I thought was interesting. But to me, it was far from being that memorable, especially compared to some of 21 Savage's other work. So overall, I noticed it's a lot shorter of a review. I was left liking the overall atmosphere, the overall vibe of the album. But I just feel like the actual songs themselves could have been a bit better. It's just, unfortunately, a lot of the stuff on here, it's pretty standard. It's pretty standard of what I kind of, expect from 21 Savage at this point. But unfortunately, there wasn't too much else on this album that really stuck out to me as being the greatest. Hopefully, 21 Savage continues his upward trend, because I feel like he's still doing good. It's just I wish it could have been better. So I've settled on giving this a strong 6 out of 10. Anybody that doesn't know my review should know that anything above a 5 is good, anything below is bad. So a 6 out of 10 is actually a good review, don't get me wrong. Just, it didn't leave that big of an impact on me, unfortunately, and that's why it dragged down quite a bit. That is it for now. Savage Mode, 21 Savage, 6 out of 10.